Hello my friends, and welcome back to our continuing blind Let's Play of Stray Gods, the role-playing musical. My name is the FlightlessBird, this is your story based channel, and today we're continuing on with Act 2. After singing songs with Medusa and Hecate, along with a friendly Minotaur. Let's go.
Pan,
I hope you're all having a
I
wonderful,
hope you're
fantastic
here,
day today.
because I don't know where else to look for you.
Of course I'm here, Grace. Where else would I be but amongst the trees and the wild things?
The wild things.
I really must thank you, by the by. Asterion is simply over the moon, and he's already repaid me with this select tome from the Reliquary.
You used me.
So you used me. All part of your trading favors thing?
Of course. I used you, I used Asterion, you used Asterion, Asterion used you. Is this not the way the world works?
Why not just tell me what you were after?
And risk nosy Hecate somehow digging it out of you. Perish the thought. I trust you got what you needed. More grist for the mill of your innocence, as it were.
You knew I would.
You already knew I would, right?
Oh? Did I?
Come on, Pan. How stupid do you think I am? The place you sent me for this favor just happens to be where Calliope was attacked. You gave her the key. The same one you gave me. What's the angle? Tell me why I shouldn't be suspicious, Pan.
I'm already
The truth? The truth is Calliope asked me for the key that night, no questions asked. Why would I refuse her? The truth is also that I have no idea what happened to her there. I wanted you to discover that on your own. I suppose the question at the heart of this is, do you believe me?
Not without proof.
Give me a reason to believe you, Pan.
You want the ever-elusive proof. If I had that to offer, do you think I would hesitate to share it? Alas, it is my burden to be forever condemned by my idle brethren. I've become accustomed to it. Truly. I've never lied to you, Grace, and I never shall. If you're looking for innocence, however, well, I'm afraid that's one thing I cannot provide.
Still don't trust him.
And if I can't accept that? If I find out you're somehow involved in this?
You'll do what you do, and I'll do what I do, and we'll see where that takes us.
You are the worst. I'm really suspicious guy. Like I said, he just strikes me as a Moriarty. And if I'm wrong and this guy's on the up and up, well then I'm wrong. But dang, I don't trust this guy at all.
We'll see where that takes us. Pan, you are just the worst.
Aren't I, though? You could live the high life, Grace. Throw caution to the wind. Embrace what you can before you...
Before I die? You don't have any hope for me, do you? You're just taking what you can get before it's over.
I've seen this story many times, Grace. I've told this story many times. And it always ends the same way.
What's the point of even getting to know me then? Right?
Let's go talk to Apollo.
Grace, back again so soon. Did you find Medusa after all? You've been on my mind ever since you told me about her.
I did, and it was fine. I told you it would be. Okay, it almost wasn't fine, but it worked out. Nobody got hurt.
I see. Perhaps you'd best tell me what happened then. That sounds like quite the harrowing experience. One that could have gone very poorly indeed.
Were you worried?
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were worried about me.
I will always worry about you, Grace.
Is that a good thing? I'll take it as a good thing.
If you've cleared Medusa's involvement, that still leaves us with Pan. Have you confronted him about it?
He admitted to selling out Calliope, but not to killing her. I don't know if I can believe him.
I've never thought of Pan as a liar so much as a manipulator. Still, he would do anything to protect himself. I'll have to give this some thought. Anything else you'd like to discuss while you're here?
I guess not.
No, that's okay. I'll see you later, Apollo.
Okay, so I guess we're heading back to our apartment. Grace's apartment, go.
Oh,
it's Hermes.
Hi, Grace. I can just call you Grace, right?
That's my name.
What if Hermes
Where's
is behind
Freddy?
it all?
She went out to get snacks. We were gonna watch TV while we waited, but, well, here you are.
He seems too innocent. I suspect everyone. Jeez. I have no compassion for anyone, it seems. I'm like, you're guilty, you're guilty, you're guilty, you're all guilty. You know Freddy?
What, you and Freddy are friends now? When did this happen?
When I came looking for you, Friday has this movie that I've never seen. Super cool, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, would you rather not share your mortal friends? Anyway, I guess Athena wants to talk? I can zip us over to Olympus anytime, if you're free.
Is this what you do?
So this is what you do? Ferry people around?
I'm the god of messengers, baby. Travelers, doorways, any kind of transition, really. The old Hermes said that the transition part made even more sense for me, which, you know, extra cool, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I can connect any two doorways anywhere, just like that. So it's super easy to take people wherever. I don't mind.
You knew the old Hermes?
You mentioned the old Hermes a lot. You knew him?
Yeah, I was homeless for a while. It wasn't a great time, and he took me in. Everyone's on the same journey, he used to say. Only the roads are different. And then he went on his journey. Man, I still miss him every day.
Wait, isn't he still inside you? Aren't you kind of the same person now?
Yeah.
Not yet. It's only been a year. Maybe I'll feel him again one day. That'd be nice.
Do you like running errands?
You say it's easy, but do you like doing all these errands?
Huh. Yeah, I never thought about it. It's nice to have a purpose. Athena is super sweet, and she has a big, important job. Why wouldn't I want to help her out?
Still think Athena may
You
be the
can't be
main
this nice. Are you
villain.
for real?
Oh, well, the old Hermes used to say that a willingness to serve is more important than a willingness to be served.
Because she seems way too nice.
Do I have a choice about seeing Athena?
And the Greek gods aren't nice.
I'm not in the habit of being at anyone's beck and call.
I mean, I guess you could say no, but I wouldn't. If Athena wants something, she's gonna get it eventually. She had that look in her eyes, like she really wants to talk to you.
She could always come here. Everyone else does.
Athena entered the mortal world? And now she doesn't do that ever. Can you imagine?
She never leaves Olympus?
How does Athena manage never entering the mortal world?
She doesn't have to, I guess. Everyone brings her everything she needs. And that creepy owl of hers? Apollo says it's her eyes out in the world. It's everywhere. Watching.
So what, she just never leaves the building?
She'll go to the Reliquary and places like that. Just never where mortals are. She wears a toga and calls cars iron horses.
Let's go.
I suppose there's no point in putting it off. Do your thing. Take me to Olympus.
Okay. Oh, when you see Freddy, tell her I'm sorry I couldn't stick around for the movie. And
Just
mind
opens
if I
a
say
path.
something?
Sure.
You've changed. I mean, from the person I met when I first came here. When, you know, you got it together really quick.
Kind of had to.
Thanks, I guess.
Yeah, it's not like I really had a choice. What? Why does it ask me to choose my trait? I've already chosen a trait. This grace with soul and charisma. She tries to do the right thing. Everyone likes her more for it. In your face, this grace is very punk rock and not afraid to get reckless and aggressive when it's called for. I can't choose clever. Yeah, I can't choose clever anymore. It's locked out. Huh. Well, I did like charming a lot in the last video. So why don't I go charming now? It's just so weird. I wasn't expecting to multi-class or whatever. Alright, we'll go charming.
There you are, Grace.
Here I
Do
am.
have a seat.
I like the owl. Owl looks cool.
I prefer to stand, thanks.
As you like. You've certainly been busy, haven't you?
I
Everywhere
have.
I turn, there you are. Including the Reliquary.
Oh,
I'm uncertain how you got access, but even you must have realized it's off limits. Particularly for your mortal friend.
What can I say? I'm clever. I had to prove my innocence. You know what happened there. You know what happened there.
but you know what happened there. That's where Calliope was attacked.
Yet it's not where she died, Grace, is it?
The goddess
So
of
because she
wisdom.
made it all the way to my apartment, we shouldn't care why she was bleeding to death along the way.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point.
You think our judgment was rash?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
In truth, I worried that giving you time, letting us all get to know you, would make it harder in the end.
What? You just wanted to kill me
I
on the
am
spot?
sorry, Grace. You may not believe it, but I care deeply.
Yeah, you're right. I
I
don't.
care about what happens to you and to all the idols.
I have a funny way of showing it. You don't care at all. I care about Medusa and do something. Where has that gotten them? Yeah.
Do you really? Let's explore where all that caring has gotten them, shall we? You're holding on with a grip so tight, your knuckles are turning white. But that's not enough, is it? Every idol I've met is either lost or broken, or both. They're all slipping through your fingers. If you actually cared about them, you'd do something about it instead of sitting up here worrying about your precious rules.
You tell her, Grace.
Zeus was the first to leave. King of the gods. And we don't even know what became of him.
First to leave.
Vanished into the ether. Poseidon was next. Walked out into the seas, never to be heard from again. Ares betrayed us. Hephaestus saved us. Hades was murdered. And by one of our own. The list goes on.
So you add to it?
So you add to it. I show up and you kill me off because you can't be too careful.
We are dying, Grace. I don't mean diminishing or drifting apart. I mean, our immortality is disappearing. Very soon now, the idols will be no more. We are a legacy that spans millennia, dating back to the very dawn of humankind. So yes, I care. I will do anything and everything in my power to avoid that fate, even if it appears unfair.
Oh, I'm sorry. I could have helped you. Yeah, I like the clever routes.
Yeah, it's too bad. I've been an idol for 5 minutes, and I've been out there solving problems you've all wrestled with for how long now? I could have helped you, Athena. I could have helped all of you. But you don't see that, do you? You're so busy holding on to what you have. You can't see what you're throwing away.
I know we've put a great deal on your shoulders, Grace. I do. All I called you here to ask is that you please not make my job more difficult than it already is. If you have any other questions or concerns, now's the time to bring them up.
Yeah, I have questions. Let's discuss Medusa. I like Medusa.
All right, let's talk about Medusa.
Met her, have you?
Yeah, she's pretty cool. She's trying to eat me. Ah, that's great. Can you uncurse her?
Is it true you can't remove her curse? Or is she just too useful?
I wish I could remove the curse. I'm afraid the Athena who bestowed it is long gone. She was prideful, that Athena. As prideful as she was powerful, I'm ashamed to say.
The current Athena is responsible for everything she's done.
I am well aware, Grace. What is it that you would have me do exactly?
Help her. Deal with her? The way that exclamation mark looks, it almost tells me that that's not a make a deal with her. That's a deal with her as in put her down. I don't know, sounds horrible. Stop using her. That seems like... If she can't uncurse her, then stop making her her tool.
How about you stop treating her like a servant? Maybe send her somewhere she won't be tempted all the time.
Oh, well, if you happen to hear of a diet camp for man-eating monsters, by all means, do let me know.
Oh, shush.
Now, if there isn't anything else...
I didn't like that, what she said. Tell me about Pan.
What do you know of Pan?
Pan? That's not a name I expected to hear. Been sniffing around you, has he?
I have some suspicions, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Pan lurks at the edges because he likes it there, seeking out whatever profit he thinks he can get away with. Avoid him, dear, or he'll stick to you like gum to the bottom of your shoe.
Who can access the reliquary?
Who has access to the reliquary? Is it anyone with a key, or...
Does it matter? You gained access, so clearly it is not difficult to get. Speaking of which, I don't suppose you'll tell me who gave you that key.
You're kidding, right? Pan did. I won't tell you. Somebody, Calliope got it.
The same person gave it to me, who gave it to Calliope.
And who gave it to Calliope, then? I see.
Is Pan a killer?
Okay, so you don't like Pan much. I get that. But do you think he could kill someone?
We've all killed, my dear. I was once a warrior queen, feared by mortals and gods alike.
Another idol, I mean.
Is that where your investigation has led you? To Pan?
I'm missing something. It's not the first time I said that.
Sort of, but I feel like I'm missing something important. Maybe the goddess of wisdom could help me out?
It would be helpful to know what Calliope was doing at the Reliquary, but she's not available to ask. Not until you regain her memories, at least.
Why not put off the trial until then? Seems like a good way to solve all this.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah?
And trust what you decide to share? I think
It's
not.
almost like you don't want me to regain all my memories, huh? 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 You went to the reliquary, right?
Speaking of the reliquary, you went there, right? Once Hecate told you what happened?
Yeah, I was not impressed by the delay.
If you had known about that, the night Calliope died, would it have made a difference?
The chances are exceedingly small that you attacked her there, it's true. Yet, Calliope was weakened, which made her more vulnerable prey for an enterprising mortal. One she knew. Perhaps the incidents are connected, perhaps not. I cannot afford the risk of uncertainty, Grace. I'm sorry.
I'll go.
I guess I'll get back to my investigation.
I am rooting for you, Grace. If there's another way to resolve this, any way at all, I will take it.
Will you? Really?
Good luck. Feel free to take a cookie on your way out.
Where do you think you are? The Oracle from, the Matrix? Take a cookie? I don't think so. I've seen that movie.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised.
Fraud.
Athena has always struggled in a crisis.
Well, that's a nice way of putting it.
Remember, she was a warrior. When pressed, she's always turned to that aspect, sought to maintain absolute control. It'd be hypocritical to say it's wrong of her. She's battled for me as much as for anyone.
Are the idols really dying?
Do you think she's telling the truth about the idols dying out?
Yes, though I find it odd she chose to tell you.
Maybe Athena thought, who'd believe Grace if she blabbed about it anyway?
Sadly, while I'd prefer to stay in her good graces, I doubt that will be possible.
Uh-oh, what now?
You may not like this, but you need to go back to the Reliquary.
What? Ooh, I don't know why.
You know, Athena said something to me. That it'd be nice to know what Calliope was doing there in the first place.
As usual, you're way ahead of me.
It's the only piece of the puzzle we're missing. Calliope went there because she had a plan. But what plan?
If she left clues behind, wouldn't Hecate have found them already?
That's a really good question.
Remember how I told you it'd be years before you got Calliope's memories back? Well, it's true, but not entirely.
Okay.
Those memories are inside you. You go somewhere important to Calliope or touch something special to her, you will get flashes, feelings.
Do you want Grace to go to the Reliquary so she can have deja vu?
Whatever happened to Calliope there, it ended her life. All we need to do is uncover those memories.
How do we get in there?
Last time Freddy and I were there, Hecate wouldn't let us into the Reliquary. Not without Athena's permission.
Okay. Do you want to ask Athena for permission?
It just seems like a radical step. For you.
A week ago, I would have said that breaking into the Reliquary couldn't be done. A week ago, I couldn't have imagined being here. My stance on a lot of things has changed. If you have another idea, however, I'm happy to go along with it.
It has alarms.
What about the alarms? I'm not eager to have Asterion chasing me through the fog.
Calliope snuck in without setting off any alarms. At least at first.
Well, I'll be following in Calliope's footsteps, won't I? What if I follow the wrong footstep and set them off?
Then the alarms bring Asterion and Hecate, and all three of us do a great deal of apologizing.
Let's just hope that's all those alarms do.
You sure this will work?
Are you sure about this? You want me to wander around hoping something comes to me?
Am I sure? No. No, I'm not.
Oh, that's comforting.
What if Medusa is lying? What about Pan? We could look into him some more, couldn't we?
Oh, well, do you have a way we could look into those things without encountering even more lies?
Deja vu it is.
What would I be looking for?
Let's say I do this. What am I hoping to find?
Some memory of what happened to Calliope, even a flash. Anything that gives us something to work with.
And if that doesn't happen?
Make it happen, Grace. As if your life depends on it.
Because it does.
I can really see why the idols call you the cheery one.
I'm sorry, but why is she here again?
There's no other way?
Is there really no other way? This seems a bit desperate.
I think that's kind of the point, Grace.
There isn't much time left, and I'm out of ideas that won't take more time than we have.
Well, there's always running, right? Grace leaves the city, goes on a world tour, becomes rich and famous. It's just me. Okay.
Right then. Back to the Reliquary it is.
Any idea how you want to do this, Grace? Because I'm game to help.
Cool. I'm sure we can figure something out.
I can't go into the Reliquary with you. Not without tipping off Hecate. But I won't be far. If I get the slightest sense that something has gone wrong, I am coming in. Still, promise me you won't take risks.
I can't promise that.
Well, this whole thing is a risk, isn't it?
Don't remind me.
Ugh, can we just get on with this already?
Freddy distracts Hecate. Be honest with Hecate. Sneak in the back way. I'm more clever, but I'm also charming now. So I like being honest with Hecate, but I like the idea of sneaking. Even though I hate stealth games, this is different. I think this is more the clever thing. I like being honest with her. I mean, she knows everything that's gonna happen, right? Well, there's other playthroughs. Let's sneak in.
Wait, are you sure this is right? Was that the right door?
You're asking me like I'm supposed to know?
It just feels like we're back outside again. Maybe that was some kind of portal or...
Or maybe we're right where we're supposed to be.
This is too easy.
Doesn't this feel a little too easy?
Why does everything have to be difficult? I'll take easy, for once.
How do we avoid getting lost? It's like a labyrinth.
Oh, it is a labyrinth, but I've never had any trouble finding my way around.
Ah, crud.
Hey, easy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, no need to freak out. I'm a guardian, sure, but I'm not a monster. But, yeah, you know you're not supposed to be in here, right?
Oh. 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 I don't like lying here. I don't like lying here. But I am the clever route. Crud. Alright, detour. Please let me go in.
I need this, Asterion. I have to figure out what Calliope did here. Please, can't you just let us look around?
Oh, it's just... Kate would be so mad.
She knows you're the sweetest, most thoughtful bullman there is. She'd understand.
That was pretty awesome.
I want to, but...
I'd really appreciate it.
I need to bring you back to Kate. I'm so sorry. Oh no. Hey, come back.
Should have lied.
Come back.
I wouldn't feel good about lying.
Okay. I don't hear anything. I think I'm all right. I hope Freddy's okay. She better be. First things first, how do I do this? Where do I even start?
Kind of wish I would have just been honest.
Calliope must have been here. She could have stood in this very spot. Maybe if I just... focus.
Oh? Oh? Onto something.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I've definitely been here before.
We may not have time to look at everything. So let's look at the things that we think about. Got the golden apple of Eris, the goddess of discord. I talked about this the other day. This is probably not something. We got Neptune's trident. We have the mask. Hopefully not the Mask of Eternity, because screw that game. Instrument, probably to music. Egg, I'm unsure of. Statue, I'm unsure of. Scroll, probably Athena. Branch, probably Pan. So either egg, mask, scroll, or statue. Let's look at this scroll. Oh, that looks like wings.
I don't even know what language that is.
Oh, this is Icarus. Yeah, Daedalus. The idea of building wings to escape. I know that story. Branch.
They should really charge for tours. It's kind of amazing.
Let's see if the apple has to the fairest on it. It looks like I can't click on everything.
Freddy, are you out there? Can you hear me? What am I doing? All that'll do is tell everyone where I am.
Okay, that was weird. Oh, it is the guys to Discord, so maybe that was meant to sow Discord. Interesting if true. Mask?
What did Freddy say about mazes? Was it always go left?
Always go left.
Or go left and then go right? I don't get any feeling from that. Will I know it when I see it? Is that a weapon? A musical instrument? Maybe it's both.
I noticed mirrors on there. Was mirror always there?
Is this an armory, too? Shouldn't that be in a museum somewhere?
All this should be in a museum.
This is it. Calliope was here. She was standing right here. And she...
Hmm?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Do you work for Hecate?
Hello? Do you work for Hecate?
I don't think they work for Hecate.
Are you guardians or something?
Uh-oh.
Okay, then.
This is bad. Danger! Danger!
What's happening? Why didn't it work?
They're everywhere.
Oh!
Freddy!
Grace?
Let me get out of here. Fast.
Freddy! We've got to run. My powers don't work on them. They just keep coming.
It's like they're not human. Automatons? Dolls? Mannequins? I've seen Doctor Who. I know what mannequins can do. What?
No, I won't let you.
Oh! No! No! No, 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 no! No! They just leave? No, 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 no.
Oh, God. Oh, God, Freddy.
Oh no. Oh, Grace.
You summoned the Furies.
What?
Those beings were the Furies, beyond all our laws. Not idols, but the embodiment of retribution. How did you draw them here?
I didn't. There was a big mirror, but I didn't even touch it. There is only one mirror of which you could be speaking. That used by the goddess Nyx to contact the Fates. Using the mirror would not have brought the Furies down upon you. Not unless the Fates themselves decreed it.
You need help,
I
Freddy!
don't care what brought them. They killed Freddy. You need to help her. I have no power over life and death, Grace. None of us have that.
No.
This was no defense or spell of the Reliquaries. I do not have the power to summon the Furies, and I know none who do. You should consider yourself fortunate, Grace. They do not desist until retribution has been exacted. But
Well,
now
why'd they
is when you
attack
leave.
her?
Pray the
me.
knowledge you obtained was worth the price.
I'm not leaving Freddy.
I'm not leaving Freddy. Not like this. All this magic. There has to be something. Don't tell me there's no way to undo this.
We have to leave. We have to leave now.
Why'd they only attack her? Where should I go now? Act 3.
Grace, I'm sorry. I know what Freddy meant to you.
Should have been me.
It should have been me, not her. This was my fight, my problem. I'm already slated to die if anyone paid the price.
And repeat history? Would you rather have died there, passing your eidolon onto Freddy instead? Freddy gave you a chance. Grace, is that what happened to Calliope? Was she attacked by the Furies as you were?
I didn't even think about that.
She meant to use the mirror, but she never had the chance before
It's possible, right?
they came.
Right?
The Furies. Sent by the same person, I imagine.
What was Calliope trying to do?
I know Calliope was there to use the mirror, but it was just feeling. I still don't understand why.
Well, apparently she wanted to speak to the Fates.
Yeah, okay, but why?
The Fates are primordial beings, like the Furies. They're said to control destiny. Perhaps Calliope wished to know her destiny. Or change it. I'm not sure.
Are they that powerful?
Can these fates really control the future?
They're tied into fate, as I am. Perhaps they're even where my power stems from, or how Hecate's books are written.
So someone really didn't want Calliope messing with that.
Or you, apparently.
Could it have been the fates? Maybe they don't like being called on now for anything.
I doubt it. If they didn't want to answer the mirror, I'm certain they simply wouldn't.
Who can command them?
Who could send the
Persephone?
Furies after me? Even Hecate had no idea who possessed that kind of power.
Even in our prime, none of the idols had the Furies at our beck and call.
But aren't they minions of
Perhaps
Hades?
Zeus, but he's long gone. I honestly didn't know the Furies still existed.
Clearly someone can do it.
I mean, unless they weren't sent, unless they were responding to something else, something you'd done unwittingly. I'm sorry, I'm afraid your guess is as good as mine.
What are the Furies?
What are the Furies? They didn't seem like people.
They're not. Hecate called them embodiments of retribution, and I suppose that's the best description. They go back to, well, the time before my memory. I was once told they were created to enforce the most ancient laws.
There are ancient laws now?
Decrees one couldn't break, written in blood. Laws even idols abided by in the days of old Olympus.
Sounds like Chronicles of Narnia.
But those
Old laws.
surely died with Zeus. Even if they hadn't, you can't have broken any. They're not easy to overlook.
Why did they stop?
If the Furies are so powerful, why did they stop? They just stabbed Freddy and left.
They're not assassins, Grace. They're enforcers of the old laws. I imagine they decided the debt was paid, whatever it was, when blood was spilled. The blood didn't have to be yours.
So if Freddy hadn't interfered...
Then they would have come after you. And they wouldn't have stopped until they were through. Not ever.
If only we knew more.
I don't know what to do. We still have no idea why Calliope wanted to talk to the Fates.
Can we save her if I
Why
done
not
something
ask
different?
them? You too have caused quite the stir. Hecate is beside herself, and Athena is out of her mind. Well done.
And you just shot to the
How long
top
have
of
you
my
been
suspect
listening?
list.
Long enough to know that you need another way to speak to the Fates, unless you're planning on trying the Reliquary again.
No, not a chance. We'll find the truth on our own, Persephone.
If you sent Grace to wander about looking for Calliope's memories, you're already out of options.
What other way?
Wait, what's this about some other way? What are you talking about, Persephone?
May I explain it to Grace, or do you have another option, Apollo? If so, now's the time. I thought not. The Fates will respond to the ruler of Hades, the true underworld and realm of the dead.
Thought so.
What I propose is that we go there and take back the throne that was stripped from me.
Is this her whole plot? She plans. It's so funny that she's thinking this because that's exactly what I just said. Was this her whole plan all along? To become the queen of the underworld?
Is Apollo right? Is this something you planned all along, Persephone?
Meaning what? What, that I knew what would occur at the Reliquary? Perhaps you think I'm the one who unleashed the Furies upon you.
You've waited for this opportunity for over a century.
Waited, yes. Bided my time. And the moment has arrived.
But you came here to help, right?
And I came here to help.
Mm-hmm. We can overthrow Hades?
Is that something we can do? Just go to the land of the dead and overthrow it?
Truth be told, there isn't much to overthrow. Few mortals still believe in Hades, and thus its halls have been nearly empty for eons.
So how do you...
The throne itself is the key, both symbolically and literally. Claim it, and Hades is yours.
But you can't claim it because you're barred from Hades.
By a rule that we would need to break were we to do this, yes.
Sort of like in the Arrowverse, in the show Arrow season 4 with Raj Al Ghul, the idea that the person who owns the ring is Raish. It's a symbol of power and authority. How does one find his throne?
How do we get to Hades? Do we need a key, like the Reliquary?
Athena took my key, and the entrance at Lake Avernus was sealed long ago, which leaves only Hermes.
Figured.
They won't take you.
They might, if you ask them to. So your promise to help Grace was an empty one? Step up, for once, and do what she needs you to do. Get us there. I'll lead us to the throne, and Grace can speak with the Fates. It's simple.
We'd be breaking a rule?
So if we go to Hades and find your throne, how much trouble would that get us into exactly?
A great deal.
It's not as if Athena could execute Grace a second time.
But she's already been warned about breaking more rules.
The responsibility of this will be mine. Let Athena try to take my throne again.
There's no other way?
Is there really no other way to talk to these fates? Do we have to take the nuclear option?
Do you want to try going back to the Reliquary?
No. No, hell no.
The only other person with a direct connection to the Fates is Apollo here.
You know it doesn't work like that.
Then it's the throne or nothing, isn't it?
Was another crazy plan, right?
Yeah.
Grace,
I know, but there's no point in stopping now, is there?
I can't. I'm sorry, but this is a step too far.
Come on, Apollo.
And consider this, Apollo. Grace's mortal friend was slain by the Furies. According to the old laws.
Her soul is in Hades.
What does that
Hold
mean?
on, wait. What does that mean?
She being
If her
tortured?
soul is in Hades, then...
It means the ruler of Hades can release her.
Huh.
That's assuming everything remained as it was. Fine. I'll get you into Hades. But I'm not going with you.
So we're going all
If that's what
Orpheus
you
/
prefer,
Eurydice
by
on
all
this.
means.
Providing we don't look back.
It's fine, Hermes. Get this over with.
Speaking of, Orpheus is actually the DLC. I did buy it. We'll play it after we played through this game a couple times.
Shall I wait here, or...?
No. I'm not gonna lie to them. Hermes has always treated me fairly.
Oh, hey, if it isn't Apollo and Grace and, Persephone. Wow, the whole gang, huh?
I'm afraid I have to call in that favor. I need you to take Grace and Persephone to Hades.
Oh, man, I don't know.
Come on, Hermes.
Athena specifically said I wasn't supposed to take anyone, you know? No matter what.
Oh, this is pointless. They're never gonna help us, Apollo.
Can I ask what's going on? Nobody ever tells me anything, and you want me to get in huge trouble, but for what?
Freddie's dead, Hermes.
What? When did that happen?
She was killed by the Furies. That means she's in Hades. Probably. I have to try to find her there. You're her friend too. I know you wouldn't want to abandon her.
Okay.
Good. Thank you.
Signal when you need to come back.
You sure?
Yeah, feels like the right thing.
Be careful, Grace. And remember, the underworld doesn't give up its shades without a price.
I think I can tell her the rules, Apollo. Let's go.
To the underworld we go. Not the dance club.
Welcome to the real underworld.
Wow. It feels so empty. So lonely.
It's not completely empty. Neither is the throne, for that matter. A bitter shade named Orpheus has been squatting on it since my exile. I fully expect he'll be waiting for us.
Speaking of Orpheus. Sounds exciting. Who's Orpheus?
Who is this Orpheus? The name sounds familiar.
It should. His is a popular tale among mortals regarding how he once came to the underworld to retrieve his love, Eurydice, and left with nothing. Hades
back.
tricked him, you see, and with Hades dead, the blame has evidently fallen to me.
So he's not a fan of yours?
He is not a fan, no. Not that it matters.
Basically, Orpheus wanted to go and retrieve his love who died. So he goes into Hades and he plays a beautiful song to Hades, which makes him feel emotion. And as a reward, he's allowed Eurydice to come back with him to the land of the living, providing that Orpheus does not look back to Eurydice on his way up. And just as they are about to leave the land of the dead, he chanced a moment to look back to see if Eurydice was still following. And because he looked back, she vanished, and her soul returned to the land of the dead and trapped there forever. And when he went on a journey with Jason to recover the Golden Fleece, he was constantly moaning and complaining the entire time and singing very sorrowful songs because his heart was shattered. Why haven't you mentioned him? I'm really interested to see what they do with him in the DLC. I'm really interested to see what they do with him in the main game. I wasn't expecting to see him at all in the main game, so this should be interesting. Why haven't you mentioned him?
You didn't think to mention earlier that the throne was occupied?
Because it's irrelevant. Orpheus isn't an idol. He's just an angry little man clinging to an existence that doesn't want him any longer.
And what are we supposed to do? Organize an armed resistance? Challenge him to a duel?
That's what you're here for.
I'm gonna fight him?
Oh, you'll see.
Let's go on with it.
Okay, so there's an angry ghost sitting on your throne. Anything else about this trip you've neglected to mention?
Come. It's time to cross the Styx. The ferryman will come soon. As we are not dead, you will need to convince him you are worthy of passage. State your case clearly and with determination.
Wow. He is huge.
I am Persephone, also known as Despoina and Kore Sotiera, once queen of the Underworld, and shall be again. No, Corone, I did not bring you any cards. I am not here to entertain you.
Corone? I thought we saw it was Chiron. Corone.
Hey there! I'm Grace,
I need something to let him
and
come across.
Last of the Muses.
Talking about Freddy's not gonna help here.
Is that enough?
Of course she's a muse. Why would she lie about such a thing? He says he's always liked the Muses, and that you're very pretty.
Aww.
No, she didn't. Neither of us brought games to play with you, Corone. Stop asking.
Oh, he's just a sweetheart, isn't he? You can find something to play.
Oh, I'm sure we can come up with something to amuse him. See? You don't even need to interpret that for me.
Yes, what fun. Thank you for encouraging him. Let's get underway, Corone. It's a long ride to the throne room.
Nice.
I wouldn't touch that. Way too much for you. Overload you. Blow a fuse. Every story, every memory winds clouds up here in the water. I used to dream that this river would rise, swallow the anger, tears in my eyes. Then suddenly I was found alone. I destroyed Hades, but was denied his throne.
Beautiful voice.
Really is dead here, isn't it?
Everything here is fading away. She needs her queen.
We're here for Freddy, too.
I killed the king fair and square. They had no right to take it from me.
I don't know much about suffering. You've seen your life disappear. I lost a friend. If I could find her again, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
Who's that?
Someone's coming.
Oh, that's Orpheus.
There's music floating through. Someone's coming. And it has me singing too. We have visitors. I think we all know what to do. To the throne room. This bard's about to meet a muse.
There's someone singing with us.
That would be Orpheus.
Is he a muse?
Oh, he's so much more than that.
Someone's
You
coming.
better be ready.
A wolf is waiting in the
He's a
tomb.
master of his
Someone's
craft.
coming.
We have to take
I
back
can feel them howling at the
what
moon.
is mine.
Forget why we came here. There's a name here
I won't forget,
that reeks
but you
of
can bet he
enemy.
knows someone's coming.
It's about time, Persephone.
Orpheus, I've been. What happened to the music?
That song was killer,
I have been
too.
waiting for you, Persephone, for so long. And you brought a muse. Hi. Lovely tune, by the way. Can't remember the last time I collaborated with someone so talented. No offense, Benny. Welcome to my underworld. Let me treat you to a song, a welcome gift. I have the floor. It is mine, after all. Muse, any requests? Questions?
My friend is dead. Can you help me?
Loop.
I like Orpheus a lot.
River keeps secrets deep in the water. How far do you sink till you're buried below? I challenged the fates and found my Eurydice, but you had to kill her, and I won't let it go. You're asking the wrong person.
I hear your torment and your suffering. They made your love disappear. I lost a friend. If I can find her again, that's why I'm here.
That's why I'm here.
That's why I'm
Orpheus,
here.
you're here for you are stubborn.
This is when you say you're certain you had no control. But I saw you smiling when your husband condemned my soul.
This song is awesome.
I have nothing but a dark and empty hole, wanting something to fill a shallow soul. I am the king of constant sorrow with a throne room.
It's not your throne, Orpheus.
It will be until you admit you were wrong.
I wouldn't go there.
It's too much for you.
And I'm not sorry for your mistake.
Don't you think that you're kicking a man who's already down just to wear some ridiculous crown and wander around here slumming?
To take back what's mine, I'd do far, far more.
You're that, dear Muse? Best believe her.
This is ridiculous.
I spent millennia wondering if I hadn't tried to interfere.
You'd be with her now.
But how? I made a young and stubborn vow. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
I think Orpheus should stay right where he is.
Throw all our secrets into the water. It doesn't take long till they spill out to sea. Yet there are some things that even kings can never know. And my heart still sinks for Eurydice. No, nothing has changed, and I won't let it go.
You dare.
She does indeed. What have you to say for yourself now, Persephone? Still the innocent victim?
I tried to help you, Grace. Even after you challenged me in my own domain and threw your lot in with that fool Apollo. Yet it seems you don't want my help.
Oh, really? Go for it.
Okay. Let's examine that for a moment. You showed up at my apartment out of the blue after telling me I was on my own. Why? You've wanted this for so long, you'd say anything, right? You'd lie to Apollo, lie to Hermes, and lie to me.
That's the clever route right
and
there.
you'd probably think nothing of it.
If I might ask, dear Muse, what exactly is it that Persephone offered you?
The life of my friend.
A way to bring Freddie back from the dead. She's here somewhere. Supposedly.
Persephone promised that, did she? What she failed to tell you is that the rules of death are not so easily circumvented. I, of anyone, should know.
So we can't bring him back?
And the Fates?
Even if you could contact them, Grace, I assure you, they simply wouldn't care.
You lied to me.
And there we have it.
I won't apologize to you, Spirit. I did what I could for you. Why you continue to blame me is beyond my—
You gave me hope, Persephone. That, I think, was the cruelest cut of all.
As a sports fan, I understand that analogy. The worst thing you can have is hope sometimes. Because then when they get dashed, it feels even worse. Ruthless Flightless Bird coming to the surface? I feel it. Feel it, and I don't know if I can control it.
Wow. I thought maybe there's some limit to her cruelty. Maybe she's not as bad as she seems. But it's not true. You really are just that heartless, aren't you?
You're the one who gave my throne to a spirit, Grace.
And you never intended to help me. Right from the start. It was all to get what you wanted.
At the very least, I had hoped we might find your friend's spirit.
Why? We can't bring her back.
Not without great sacrifice, no. No, the rules of death are clear. Yet, you might have spoken to her. I know what it's like not to get the chance to say goodbye.
Freddy!
Hey.
Freddy! Oh my god! You're here!
Freddy, you're here.
Yeah. Yeah, I've actually been watching you since you arrived. It's not like there's much else going on.
Fred,
No, don't even start, Grace. I made my decision. I don't regret it one bit.
I wish I could undo it. Should have involved you. I try not to involve you, but now I just wish I could undo it.
I do. I want to go back. I want it all to go back. It's not supposed to end like this.
This isn't the end. Hey, it's not by a long shot. You still have a whole story to finish.
Without you?
Yeah. Without me.
No.
I don't want to.
Well, I don't blame you. I happen to be really good company. Hey, no.
I guess this is it, huh?
Almost. I found someone while I was down here. Someone you really need to meet.
Calliope!
Calliope? This... You can't be real. Your soul is inside Grace.
My Eidolon is inside Grace. The rest of me... I'm here, Persephone.
And this is real.
Aw, she really cares for her.
I, guess you two were better acquainted than you said. Huh, Persephone?
We parted ways years ago. Persephone couldn't take my lectures any longer.
I'd take them now. I miss them.
No, you don't. Think about how bitterly we argued at the end. Don't blame yourself. Not when there are so many fond memories to cherish instead.
Let's talk about soul.
I don't get it. I thought the Eidolon was Calliope's soul. But if that's true, then...
The Eidolon is what makes us an idol, but it's not our soul. Each of us adds a piece to it as it passes on.
But what about the memories?
The
Kinda like All Might.
memories are but a reflection. And after the Eidolon is passed on, old memories become a reflection of a reflection. It's why the idols have forgotten so much. You knew this truth once, Persephone. Long ago.
Tell me what happened.
We need to know what happened to you, Calliope. How did you die?
Why didn't you come to me? If you were in trouble, I would have protected you.
I know you would have. But I couldn't let you be drawn into Apollo's prophecy as well.
Apollo's prophecy?
He didn't tell you? No. I don't suppose he could have.
Thought it was done with prophecies.
It's a long story.
I think I understand.
You don't mean to say that Apollo is responsible for your death, right? But his prophecy is.
Yes. It said I needed to die.
Someone else knew about the prophecy. Athena.
Of course.
No.
Then she sent the Furies after me when I went to the Reliquary. I barely escaped. I fled back to the mortal world. To you.
Why me?
Why come to me? Of all the places you could have run to, why come to my apartment?
Because I was dying.
But I couldn't save you. I barely even knew you.
I was wandering the streets that night, wondering if I should go to the Reliquary or just flee. And I heard you singing. I followed you home after to see where you lived. I didn't know what would happen to me, but I thought, just in case, I knew I had to hold out until I reached you.
Thank you.
And you made it. For what it's worth, thank you.
You're thanking me?
You gave me a gift, Calliope. Everything that happened afterwards, it wasn't your fault.
Thank you for saying that, Grace. Truly.
Tell me the prophecy.
Apollo hates using his power. Why would he have given a prophecy to Athena?
Because she demanded it. She was desperate.
How did you even find out?
Apollo was horrified after he delivered the prophecy, and he refused to stay silent. And he came to warn me. He was torn. Telling me meant I was locked into it. I still think he did the right thing. Though I expect he disagrees.
What did it say?
What was the prophecy? Surely I need to hear it.
Even though it's bad if I did hear
If
it,
I
right?
tell you, you'll be locked into it. Just like me.
Yeah.
But the prophecy doesn't just say you have to die. There's more to it, right? They always require interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
Apollo told Athena that. He begged her not to jump to conclusions, but maybe she was right.
I don't like the idea of being stuck in a prophecy. She can't be.
I don't believe that. Athena's got tunnel vision. She must be wrong.
Athena wanted to know if there was a way to save the idols. The answer was this. The idols cannot continue so long as the last muse lives.
And I'm the last muse.
And now you know the prophecy.
Why'd you go to the Reliquary?
Why did you go to the Reliquary? We know about the mirror, but...
You wanted to annul the prophecy.
And the Fates are the only ones who could, if they would even help me. I doubted it, but I was desperate. I never got the chance to ask. Someone told Athena where I was going, and she must have realized what I meant to do.
But how did she get the Furies to attack you? They aren't pets. You didn't break any of the old laws.
I don't know. Maybe it's something the ruler of the idols can do. But you'd have to ask Athena.
Absolutely, I'm going to. You went to Pan for the key?
You went to Pan for the key to the Reliquary, right?
Yes. He's the reason I knew about Nyx's mirror, actually. He told me about it long ago.
He told Medusa where you went. She, I expect, told Athena.
Oh, Pan couldn't have known what it would mean. I didn't explain.
That's it. You forgive him, just like that.
I'm sure he feels guilty enough, my love.
Now we know the truth.
That's it then. Now we know the whole truth.
We need to confront Athena. Apollo, too, for not telling us what she'd done.
If he had, Grace would have been locked into the same fate as Calliope.
We don't know that.
Good point, Freddy. This isn't fair.
It isn't fair, Freddy. This isn't how it's supposed to go.
So many years of history, the fights, the highs, the miseries. I'm so proud of you, but it's time to go. I never truly saw before how trapped we were, so far from shore. Great at the the time, but it's time to go. It's time to go. How can I let go now? I won't. It's just not fair. We took our first steps together. Now you'd have me walk alone. You were always there for me, from heartbreak and through injury. We'd do it again, but now it's time to go. It's time to go. If I could bring you back, I would give it all to you, my best friend. If I could choose a muse,
You would give up godhood to bring her back.
any day, every day, a life for a life. Farishta, please stay.
Grace, no. It's time.
Oh, come on, Freddy.
Who knows what comes next? But I will face it beside you.
Come on, come back to me. Come on.
You've returned.
Yes. Ah! Okay, good. She's here. She's here. She's alive. She's alive. Oh, thank God. Oh, my Lord. This is a really emotionally draining episode. Yeah, we've been going for a while. I just couldn't find a time to stop because I still don't want to stop. I want to keep going, but we need to stop. Love you all so very much. Thank you for everything. If you like what you saw, don't forget to hit that thumbs up to like the video and subscribe. I love you all so dearly. Just like Freddy means the world to Grace, you all mean the world to me. So thank you for everything. I hope you have a wonderful, fantastic, amazing, awesome day. And I'll see you again very soon when I continue on Let's Play Stray Gods Roleplaying Musical. Ooh, until then, so long. And take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you'd like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. But before we go, please remember that you matter, and you are brilliant, and you are loved, and you should always be true to yourself. Never let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly, feathered, flightless bird.